Hello everyone, I am Gyan and you are learning Computer Science with Python for class 11th. In this video, we are going to learn about flow of control. We are going to learn when you write a program, then how control flows through the program. So let's start. Flow of control. Flow of control. When you write a program in any programming language, the control of program flows through various program statements. Suppose that you write a Python program. I think we already have discussed various Python programs. So suppose that if you write a Python program, say first.py, then a Python program is made up of various statements. Statement S1, statement S2, statement S3. So these are the various statements in the Python program. So this Python program has many statements from S1 to Sn. Normally, control in a program flows from one statement to other statement sequentially, one by one. Okay, that means first the statement S1 will execute, then the statement S2 will execute, then the statement S3 will execute, and so on. But there are provision in all the programming languages that you can choose which statement to execute or which to not. Depending on certain condition, a statement will execute or will not execute. There is also a provision in all the programming language to repeat some statements multiple times. Again, there will be certain condition. If that condition gets satisfied, a statement or a group of statement may execute more than once. That's how it is not always compulsory that statements will execute one after another. You may choose or not choose a statement, or you may repeat a statement multiple number of times. Therefore, flow of control is all about how these statements are going to execute. Are they going to execute sequentially, or you are going to select which statement to execute, which to not, or you are repeating execution of certain statements. But before we learn actually about flow of control, let's learn different types of statements supported in Python program. So let's see different types of statements supported in Python program. What is a statement? Statements are the instructions given to the computer to perform any kind of action. Okay? Means you can give a statement to a computer to perform a data movement action, like move data from one component to other component. An statement can be used to make decisions, like what to do or what not to do. A statement can be used for repeating action, to repeat something. If you talk about Python statements, then Python statements belong to three categories. First one is called empty statement. See, right now we are learning about types of statements. Later on we will learn about flow of control in the statements of a program. But right now we are learning about types of statements. So the first type of statement supported by Python is called empty statement. Let's see what is an empty statement. You can just write pass for the empty statement. The empty statement is also called null statement. An empty statement is the most simple statement possible in Python. Okay, and in Python, the pass statement is the empty statement. If you write pass, that means this is the empty statement. So whenever Python encounters pass, actually Python does nothing there. So Python does nothing and moves to next statement in flow of control. Getting it? So let's use pass. If I write here just pass, it does nothing. Let's write a Python code. Let's open a module. Let's create a new file. Let me write a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, then pass. C is equal to A plus B, and then print C. Save it, file, save as, and you write here A. Okay, I'm going to save it as A.py. Save it. Yes, I want to replace it. Now run module. It executes fine. Only I want to say here is, if you write pass, it means nothing. Now you may ask, if pass means nothing, then why to write pass? Okay, I can just left a blank statement. Why to write pass? See, there are few occasions where you compulsory have to use a statement. Okay, there are few occasions where presence of an statement is compulsory, but actually, logically, you do not need any statement there. Okay, so there are certain conditions when you logically do not need any statement, but there is compulsion of present of a statement at that position. So in such cases, you can use pass, because pass means nothing, and if there is a compulsion of an statement, you can just write pass. So the point where actually you do not require any statement logically, but there is a compulsion to put a statement, then you can put their pass. Okay, this is the use of empty statement. We will be using empty statement at multiple places, and right now I cannot show those examples because you will not understand them. Later, when we really need to use pass statement, we will use it there. The other statement is called simple statement. All the statements you have seen up to now in Python are simple statements. What I mean here is, if I write name is equal to input and you write your name, this is a simple statement. Okay, if you write a is equal to 2, this is also a simple statement. So these are the simple statements. Okay, now you may ask, what kind of statements are not simple? Yes, there exists some statements in Python which are not simple. Those are called compound statements. Let's see compound statements. A compound statement is a statement having two parts. One is called statement header. Compound statement header. I will give you an example of this. Then you have to put a column after compound statement header. After that, you have to leave certain indentation, means certain space. I will tell you what I mean here, why we need certain space. So actually you need here to type certain space, normally a tab. So here you need a tab. This is called indentation. Okay, what this is called? Indentation. Indentation. After indentation, you need to write body of the compound statement. So after that, you can have multiple statements like S1, S2, S3, and all should be indented. Okay, means all should be written after pressing a tab. So you have a compound statement header, and under the compound statement header, you are having various statements, but all those statements are intended, means all those statements are written after pressing a tab. What I mean here is, suppose that if I write if 2 is less than 3, then column. This is the header of compound statement. Okay, I am giving an example here of the compound statement. This is the header of the compound statement. Header. Then you press a space. After pressing the space, you type print hello. So this is called compound statement. These two together, header and the body, are called compound statement. Okay, so if 2 is less than 3, colon is the header and this one is the body. In the body, you can have multiple statements together, but all those statements should be indented, like A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, I'm not going to explain the meaning of if. We will have a separate video on it. But right now you can just understand what do you mean by compound statement. C is equal to A plus B. So everything together now is a compound statement. Okay. And now you have a larger body. This big is the body. So hopefully you understand what I mean by compound statement. Maybe you don't know what is if, but in the later videos we are going to learn all these stuffs. Okay, so what is the compound statement? A set of statements having a header followed by various statements written after indentation. Means various statements written after pressing tabs. All together are called compound statements. First one is the header and rest of the statements are the body of the compound statement. So hopefully you got it. So we are done with learning types of statements in Python. Now let's start how control flows through statements. Okay, let's see how control flows through statements. Statement flow control. How control flows through statement. There are three ways in which control flows through various statements in a program. The first one is called sequence. Using this flow of control, statements in a program execute one after another in sequence. In sequence. That means statement 1 executes first, followed by statement 2, followed by statement 3, and so on. This is the default flow of control of a Python program or any program in the computer science world. This is the default flow of control in any programming language of the world. Okay, this is called sequence flow of control. Other one is called selection flow of control. When you choose which statement to execute and which to not is called selection flow of control. The decision depends on condition test. Okay, the decision depends on condition test. This is the condition. I'm just drawing a flow chart. After that, there will be two different pathways through this condition. If condition is true, then you have to execute say statement S1 followed by S2, and if this condition is false, then you have to execute an statement S3 followed by S4. Got it? So it depends on certain condition. If the condition is true, then you have to execute S1 followed by S2, and then you proceed further in the program. And if the condition is false, then you need to execute S3 followed by S4, and then you proceed further in your program. Therefore, in the selection flow of control, you have condition test, and after that you have course of action. Based on the condition, you take a course of action. This is the selection flow of control. In Python, if statement is a way of selection flow of control. So hopefully you understand what is selection flow of control. The next type of flow of control supported by any programming language is called iteration or repetition or looping. Let's see it. The another flow of control is called iteration, or also called repetition, or also called looping. So what is iteration? When you repeat a statement multiple times This situation is called iteration flow of control. Let's draw a flow chart of iteration flow of control. Here you have certain condition. Then if this condition is true, then you have to execute certain number of statements like S1, S2. And after executing statements S1 and S2, you need to again check if the condition is still true or not. Okay, if the condition is still true, then again you need to execute S1 and S2. So whenever the condition is true, then you have to execute S1 and S2, and after executing S1 and S2, you again need to check if that condition is still true or not. If the condition is still true, then you have to execute S1 and S2 once again. Got it? But if the condition is false, then you do not have to do anything. Okay, then S1 and S2 will not be executed at all. Okay, but if the condition is true, you have to execute S1 and S2 and again check if the condition is still true or not. If it is still true, then again execute S1 and S2. So you keep on executing S1 and S2 until the condition is true. This situation is called iteration or repetition or looping. As soon as this condition becomes false, then you stop executing S1 and S2 and you continue with other statements in your program. So this S1 and S2 here are called body of the loop, body of the loop, and this one is called loop condition, loop condition. Since you have to repeat certain number of statements based on the condition, that's why iteration statements are also called looping, because you are looping around it. Every programming language support iteration type of statements. In Python, we use for loop and while loop for iterations. So hopefully now you understand what is flow control in any programming language, not in Python, but any programming language. In the next video, we are going to implement selection flow of control by using if, else and elif statements. See you in the next video.